Here's a text message from one listener. We're talking about tariffs here this morning. Elias, I work for a once very successful Quebec company. The CEO sold out a few years ago and sold to an American conglomerate. All of our products are manufactured here. Our American overlords have been mute of what might happen thus far, but I'm fairly certain they'll ship everything south if the tariffs hold. I worked for several companies that will be in the same boat. We're in for trouble. Well, François Legault yesterday a warning of 100 to 160,000 jobs lost in this province. Let's find out. Before we get to our phone lines, I'm asking you what you think here and how tough Canada needs to be and fight back here and how this could affect you personally. Let's find out what's happening with the markets. Richard Lapointe with us, Senior Portfolio Manager at CIBC Wood Gundy. Richard, welcome back to the show.
Good morning.
So I'm looking at the board here, and I see a lot of red. TSX down 1.6%. The Dow Jones 1.5%. The NASDAQ 2.6%. The dollar, though, Canadian dollar, is up a smidgen this morning. Richard, how are you looking at the board this morning?
Well, for me, it's simple. I'm trying to see where my opportunities for buying are. Right. Again, I think that we are. Again, my opinions, I have to give you that disclaimer to start off, Elias. My opinions, not those of the banks, okay? This is a sensitive topic. CIBC has its own opinions. I have mine. I think we're vastly overreacting here. I don't appreciate Premier Ford's comments on, cutting off electricity. I really think that's the wrong road to go down. The Americans want something from Canada. Why can't we give it to them? I'm not saying bow. There must be some middle ground here. We tariff a whole heck of a lot of stuff from them. We also have a fentanyl issue here. We have issues. They're concerned about those issues. They voiced them many times. We've done nothing about them, including our military. Why can't we sit with these people? Why do we have to make this the War of 1812?
Well, so Richard, listen to that, right? I've heard people say, well, you know what? Donald Trump is doing this with every country. Donald Trump is doing this with China. He's doing it with Mexico. He's playing with his European partners as well. We're not alone in this, right? So I mean, that to me is the counterpoint that it doesn't matter what Canada does. It doesn't matter how high we jump, that Donald Trump will do what he wants to do regardless.
I want to put a point on the table. This is something that, when I put this point on the table, people kind of conceptualize it. A car built in Detroit, sent to Germany, faces a 10% tariff plus a 15% back tax. So it costs 25% more money to buy it in Germany than it does in Detroit. Yeah. A Mercedes built in Germany, sent to the United States, faces a 2.5% tariff. Yeah. So first off, this disadvantages the Americans in a massive way, right? So they can't sell their product in Germany. Germany can sell their product in the U.S. So what is wrong with the Americans saying to the Germans, listen, take that stuff off, or we'll put an equal tariff on your stuff built there and transferred here. I see nothing wrong with that. And we have, just for your information, on dairy, for instance, over 200% tariffs to American dairy. What's wrong with the Americans saying, okay, guys, you want to put a tariff on our dairy? No problem. We'll put tariffs back on this.
Yeah.
What about we take all off these tariffs? Now we have a problem. Well, the dairy boards are not comfortable with that. The Americans are everyone's largest client. Yeah. They're asking for concessions that large clients ask for. Yeah. And we're all up in arms because we have a president who has the audacity to do that.
Well, because I think it's because I'll say that I think it's because, we negotiated the new NAFTA with Donald Trump not too long ago, and he said it was fantastic, right?
Yes. Oh, yes. This is one of his most endearing qualities, the ability to shift on a dime. Yeah. He drives me to drink with this stuff. I got to tell you, people hear me and they think I'm a fan. I'm not. I certainly don't like this, but I see how Americans are frustrated with this. They didn't vote for the man a little bit. They voted for him a lot.
So
he's doing what they asked.
Okay, but Rich, aside from the politics, Richard, you started us off here. You're looking for buying opportunities this morning for
across the marketplace.
Anyone who's freaking out this morning, you're telling them cool your jets.
Well, first off, I'm always going to say that. Look, I watched yesterday clients make mistakes. Okay, we sold out against my strongest recommendations to them because I've seen. Look, let's go back to 2020. Mm-hmm. Let's go back to COVID. COVID makes this tariff thing look like a walk in a park.
That's true.
Right?
That's true.
I mean, we thought the planet we were going to be dying by the truckloads. And we went through that. Yeah. Let's go back to the financial crisis when the American financial system, which is really the bedrock of finance across the planet, was teetering on insolvency. Mm-hmm. That would have sent everything to the Stone Age. And we went through that.
Yeah.
We went through 9/11. We went through the dot-com bubble. We went through the Asian crisis. We went through war after war after war. And yes, initially we take it right in the face, but American corporations and Canadian corporations have the ability to bounce back. Now, I understand that you're going to see some real pain with this if we don't negotiate a proper deal. But there is one to be negotiated. So if that happens and we've sold out in a panic,
yeah.
You're going to buy back 5 or 10% higher, are you?
Richard,
no, you're not.
Richard, making some salient points this morning. Always appreciate your insight. Thank you so much.
Great pleasure.